Welcome back to Evil Exists. I have been up all night thinking about Summer and it breaks my heart that she is out there for nearly 3 weeks. As a parent to a little girl around Summer's age, this case hits different. Today, I want to dive into Candus and Don's interview. I will be stating my observations and thoughts, so bear with me. The first thing I would like to talk about is the piece of candy. I find it odd that this is such a significant thing in a case like this. I wonder if it became significant because of the screenshot that was circulating on social media. I am sure many of you have seen it before. This is a conversation between Candace Harrer, which is Summer's grandmother, and a friend. I just wanted to make sure I clearly understand what "off the beat" means. Here is the definition. Do you think by Candace mentioning the piece of candy is an attempt to counter this message and fit it into the narrative?
Me and my mother and her were planting flowers. And we went in after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from Grandma, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers, and I said okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into the kitchen where the boys were watching TV, and I told the boys, I said, watch Summer, I'll be back, and within 2 minutes I came back. And I asked the boys where their sister was, and they said, she went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom. I said, okay. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple times, and I didn't get no answer.
Moving on, we hear Candace talk about walking Summer all the way over to the porch. It is not a far distance from Grandma's camper to the house. Why would she feel the need to walk her and then tell her brothers to watch Summer too? I am curious to know if there was always this level of supervision. Donald said later in that interview that Summer was an outdoors girl and sometimes she would be outside alone. They would then ask the boys to go and get Summer. Another interesting point to note here is that Candace mentions a playroom. According to other interviews, Summer and her parents shared a bedroom in the basement. Her older brothers slept in the living room. I am curious to know if everyone in the family referred to the basement as the playroom. Tomboy, or princess, or both? This is what Don and Candus had to say.
She was a tomboy. I shaved my head. She wanted to have her head shaved like me and the boys did.
She tried to say.
Later said that Summer likes to twirl, and Candus added that she loved Frozen. Throughout this interview, Donald and Candus continued to use past tense when referring to Summer. In my opinion, Donald tried to justify why he uses past tense. From this statement, I believe that Candace fully knows how to use past and present tense. Let's take a listen.
Went without, thanks to Summer's daddy and my husband. He's always provided for us and has worked as much as he could and can and still is. And I'm sorry that you guys feel that way.
Don has past tense on his mind during this interview. Here are all the times he tried to justify or explain why he uses it when he refers to Summer.
Sometimes I lose hope.
Lose it.
And I think, well, maybe we won't never see her again, you know. So I start thinking in past tense, sorry. But I'm trying to keep hope up. I'm trying to keep my prayers up and all that. And, you know, I put out there that one of Summer's favorite songs was Godzilla, and they say, you know, and they're jumping all over me about past tense was, you know, well, I'm sorry about that. It's just, and she loved everybody in that church, or she loves everybody in that church. I should rephrase that because they'll tear that apart as past tense, and I apologize again for that. I hope she gets to come home, you know, and I hope she gets to...
Are another factor. Donald went onto a live call on YouTube last night and he said that the dogs sometimes don't even notice when he comes up to the drive. This contradicted H's mother, who said the dogs are very alert and they are barkers. We clearly hear them barking here and Don turns his head to check.
And Christian people that are trying to help us and praying for us and praying for Summer.
Thanks for watching. I would love to know your observations and thoughts on this interview. See you in the next video. Prayers for beautiful Summer.